Welcome back.
Okay, this is our take two because
Tell them that.
you said be real. I'm being
We're
real.
real with you guys. Let us know in the comment section if you think we're being real with you.
Okay. Anyway, so first up, sophomore
Happy
year.
holidays.
Oh,
So it's been a while. Our last episode was January. When this comes out, it might be 2024. So happy New Year's. Happy holidays to all who celebrate. We're being politically correct this take.
yeah, last time Leah was pretty mean.
I just said Merry Christmas. It wasn't that bad.
Anyway, so first up, we're taking this class called science. Oh, speaking right into it.
We're sophomores.
Yes,
We're in 10th grade.
yes.
In August, we were about to be 10th graders. Now
Yes.
we are 10th graders.
Oh, the maturity.
The maturity. Rather the
Really?
immaturity. Things have regressed, honestly.
That is so real. I feel like I'm a 2-year-old.
No, I mean everybody else.
No, I mean me.
Okay, well. Okay.
So, number one, we're taking this class.
Astronomy class.
Why do you have to interrupt me every time?
Whatever. We're taking an astronomy class.
It's called Science of the Cosmos, and we have mixed views. I think the material's interesting,
It is interesting.
but like,
It's a bit slow paced, but I don't mind because it's a what do you call it? It's not a main course.
I guess. But sometimes like the stuff we go over and some other people like don't get is like, we should probably cut this out. But yeah.
Anyways, I really like our teacher's method of explanation. I think that our teacher is really passionate about the subject, and I've been learning a lot of interesting stuff, although sometimes it's a bit slow. It's after lunch. That's my general take on this class. Aside from that, we're also taking AP European History.
We have cake day coming up, and basically we have to like make a cake where based off like the French Revolution. So our idea was to have like John Paul Marat
Dead.
In a bathtub. But then like Leah claims that someone's already taken it, but not really. They just
Someone made a
the
bathtub look, and I'm
The
sure
bathtub
cake
looked
was-
good.
I'm sure it was good. I'm sure it was good, but did they have a decapitated head? No.
I'm hungry. I was just bringing it
Okay,
up because let's talk of
We have a few other classes.
English. Look, I think the stuff
don't.
I could go on forever about this.
We watched Dead Poets Society.
We did. We haven't finished it though.
I like that movie.
I like that movie too, but sometimes I feel like some of the people in my class just don't get it.
We're both taking another AP class aside from European history. I'm taking economics.
I'm taking chem.
And, well,
I'll go about chem first.
Yeah.
So chem is pretty good. I enjoy it. I think it's interesting. It's very like methodic. It makes sense to me. But like sometimes I'm really tired because it's first period in the morning every day. But I feel like if it was maybe like second period, I might be like more in it.
I love
into
their
it.
chem class.
You came in like 2 times.
I did.
It's actually pretty lit. We had a breakfast a couple of days
They love
ago.
me. Economics is going. It's just going.
She hates it.
It's my worst class. I should study more. Anyways, we're both also in Model UN.
Why? I actually don't know why I'm in Model UN. Like, honestly, I think I joined it originally because I was like, oh, it kind of looks good on college applications. And you were joining it too. So I was like, oh, I have someone. And then I like got into it.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Mine is fun.
Oh my, okay, so actually I was talking about AI with my dad, and he's like, AI is gonna like take over it's not gonna take over, but like we're gonna build our world around AI. Like everything we do is going to have AI in it. And then he also brought up this point, which was like, it took decades for us to like have the adaptation of television, right? Like it took really long. And then for the adaptation of internet, it was like years. And now everything circles around the internet. Like there's like, I don't think there's a single like job here at least where like it doesn't revolve around the internet, because
definitely I think the internet and AI will permeate every profession. That's a big topic in MUN.
I mean, like, I feel like AI, which was also like a big problem in our English class because she
falsely accused. Wait, can we say this? She falsely accused, maybe rightfully accused. There were some people in our class, quote unquote, using AI. We don't know if that's true, Hopefully, no one ever finds this podcast.
But I feel like AI is like you're going to have to learn how to use it. Like my dad uses AI to code it. He gave a whole presentation about how AI has to be used in the workforce. And honestly, if we figure out how to use AI to our benefit right now without so-called having it write it for us, then I think it's going to benefit us in the future.
I do feel like the teachers who I enjoy learning from more are taking this opportunity to use AI for a meaningful learning experience, whereas other teachers are more cracking down on it. I think the problem with how our English teacher handled this essay sort of fiasco is that she just nulled all of the grades. We didn't get a grade for that essay. Whereas I think the problem is some of the students who were accused of using AI, which is what I heard through the grapevine, don't blame me for this, but they didn't actually use AI. They just sort of didn't paraphrase that well. And it was a whole thing.
Yeah, I also think like AI is just it's going to be part of our life, and there's no point of cracking down on it because literally in colleges, I have a friend who's in college and he's like, as long as your essay isn't above like 40% written, like it has to be less than 40% written by AI when they run it through an AI detector, they'll take it. Which to me makes sense because you could be using AI in productive ways. Like how should I phrase this? How should I write this? What are synonyms? Like what are ways you
Of
would
course,
write
but
this?
that's not going to write it for you. I feel like that wouldn't flag a detector. I'm not
It
an
would.
expert.
It would flag.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay, let's move on. I can't create a good segment right now. We are currently in winter break, which is why this episode is coming to
We're
you.
actually halfway through winter break. I calculated today in the shower.
We're current.
I
Have you heard the phrase Debbie Downer?
Yes.
That's you.
I'm not Debbie Downer.
Okay, we're currently in break in our winter
Halfway
break.
through break.
Have you heard of half glass empty?
I am half glass empty. I took one of those BuzzFeed quizzes.
That's accurate.
Thank
guys.
you.
Anyways, we're in break right now, so tell the audience what you've done.
I went to New York City yesterday,
In New York.
and it was raining.
She doesn't watch Hamilton.
It was raining a lot, and I was soaked, and my boots are soaked, and everything's just wet. But I did get this awesome hot chocolate, and we went to this vegan place.
Ooh.
So I'm vegetarian, so like so when we go to New York City, we try to get places that are like all vegan or all vegetarian, so then we can like pick out the whole menu. And this place was low-key really, it was good. I got this like pasta in meat sauce, but really it was soy. It was really good. And then I went into Grand Central and I talked to my parents about how I would get from like certain colleges to school using Grand Central.
Of course you do.
Because I feel like thinking about me like going away is kind of fun. Like I'm gonna be alone. Like that's it.
Yeah, I did. It is exciting to be alone.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be like independently traveling through like railway stations and like airports.
You want to live in a city?
I don't know, like okay, city campus is like you don't get the campus vibe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but would you want the campus vibe?
I don't know. I feel like I would, but I'd also want like the campus to be near a city because I don't want like the campus to be a city.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because then like I don't know, it just wouldn't feel like school to me.
It's nice if you could sort of go into downtown and then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely that. What did you do over break?
What did I do? I finished Demon Slayer and Kamonohashi and My Happy Marriage.
You know what I finished? I finished the Fourth Wing series, Iron Flame. So the second book is out. And oh my god, that book is so good. I won't say any spoilers. I literally ranted to Leah about this like for hours.
We need to figure out if our audience is more book talk or more anime.
Yeah, you should leave us
Actually,
a comment.
we don't have an audience. We'll just talk about whatever we want then. I'm a big anime fan. Nishka is
books.
Nishka is a becoming anime fan, hopefully.
I'm rereading From Blood and Ash right now because I miss them. I already missed like Zayden and Violet from Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and I don't think I can move on. Like they've been on my mind.
I can't show anyone this podcast.
Why?
Okay, moving on.
Why?
Actually, can we talk about Blood and Ash for a real quick second? I started reading.
Wait. if anyone like wants to, are you gonna say spoilers?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a hater real quick.
No.
This is a regular discussion. I don't like N's books. I don't get me wrong. I like to read. I just don't like to read.
Don't even say it. Don't
I
say
tried
it.
to read From Blood and Ash. It's so cheesy.
No, listen.
So is Fourth Wing. It was so cringy, and so is like every single. Okay, Ali
I'm literally
Hazelwood.
gonna cry.
Not. I wouldn't say overrated because I think she has an audience for a reason, but all of her books feel like they're cut from the same cloth.
Okay.
Of course, they have the same author, but they feel like it's the same formula over and over again. She has like a type of male lead that she just replicates over and over.
I agree to a certain point. Like there is a bit of a different. I agree with the male lead part because it feels like their male leads are some like the same. It's just their female leads are a little different, and seeing how that male lead reacts to that female lead is really nice. Also, they're all in like different parts of STEM, which is kind of cool.
But okay, that's one difference. In all of the Ali Hazelwood books I read, the female lead is always initially terrified of the male lead, and then they gradually grow not terrified. I don't know.
That's
it feels
not
weird.
true. Did you read Love on the Brain?
Yeah.
She wasn't terrified of him.
Yeah, but you know, it's sort of like the imposing. I don't know. I don't like it.
Anyway, I'm feeling this like sense of ever since I got on break, like I feel so lonely. Like, do you get that feeling?
Oh, I'm so lonely.
Oh my god. But like it's just like I want like a friend next to me who I can just like talk to like all the time. Like
yeah.
Otherwise I'm gonna start talking to the freaking wall.
That's what's exciting about being in a dorm, because you have a roommate.
That is true. You do have a roommate.
You don't have as much privacy, but at the same time, you have someone you can talk to 24/7. It's really annoying for my roommate. I think she could confirm I was really annoying, but it's also nice.
What if I like get a really mean roommate? Like, what if they don't clean, or like they leave all their stuff everywhere?
Yeah,
then they're part of like
roommate problems. Hey, we're gonna be doing this podcast in a few years, and we'll give you an advice column about how to deal with your roommate.
Totally.
I think the key is just communication for any relationship. That's what I've learned from literally everything.
That's why the worst trope in books is miscommunication.
It makes no sense. Why are they miscommunicating this much? It's just like, it feels like conjured excitement and drama, but I really wish the drama had a real reason.
I feel like that's why I read so much fantasy, because a lot of the like drama that goes on is more like betrayal, not miscommunication. I love betrayal. It's the best.
Anyways.
Okay. Next topic.
Demon Slayer.
Fine.
I finished Demon Slayer. Highly recommended. Might be my new favorite anime.
Give me a synopsis.
Okay. Synopsis. There's an organization called the Demon Slayers, and then there's the demons, clearly. And then the main character, his sister gets turned into a demon, so he wants to turn her back into a human, and that's like follows him as he becomes a demon slayer and trains. And the powers are really cool. Everybody has to use a special like Nichiren sword that has a different element or a power that they use to destroy the demons, and the demons get really get stronger. And then there's some really cool demon slayers like the Hashiras.
Wait, is this an anime?
Yeah, it's an anime.
Where is it? Crunchyroll.
I don't know if it's on Netflix. Let us know in the comments if it's on Netflix, because I'm too lazy to check.
Let me check.
If I think it's Crunchyroll, might be on Netflix, but it's really good. It's a very popular.
So wait, where's okay? It's gonna sound really bad, but where's the romance in this?
There isn't. Well, I don't know. You could like imagine there is, but it's not supposed to be about a romance. It's a fantasy sort of action. But what I love about it is the characters are really funny. Inosuke is so funny. And also some of the characters like Rengoku, they have such strong internal moral beliefs, and I think they're really inspiring.
It's on Crunchyroll.
You know, that's a singular. Anyways,
Crunchyroll.
It's a very inspiring anime, and that's my rundown.
I think I'll watch it, even though it doesn't have romance, which is kind of... Listen, I don't know what it is with me. I used to not be like this, okay? I swear. I used to read, like, pure historical fiction, no romance, just for the plot. I don't know what happened. But I do read...
It's the escapism.
It is the escapism. But I do read, like, books that are more, like, friend-based.
But you watched Yona of the Dawn.
Yona of the Dawn is very... Like, I can see the romance happening.
But it's real. It is a romance anime.
Yeah, so I don't see. Yeah, what are you trying to get at?
No, I'm trying to prove to them that you watch my recommendations.
Oh, like
guys, watch Yona of the Dawn.
It's actually kind of good. Maybe I'll I'll watch it when I get home.
Okay. Let's talk about New Year's. As you know, since you're listening to this on Spotify, probably, or YouTube, but you probably know anyways, Spotify Wrapped is a thing.
Yes.
It comes out.
Guys,
yearly.
my Spotify Wrapped was a little disappointing.
Okay, wait, let's quickly talk about how this became a whole thing. Since Spotify Wrapped starts coming out, people are like, there's a certain caliber of Spotify Wrapped that you're getting judged by. Like, what are these standards?
I feel like it's how much you listen to and who's your top artist.
Who's your top artist?
I told you the Arjit Singh.
Oh,
yeah.
My top artist is
MGK.
Probably Machine Gun Kelly.
That's really sad.
It's not sad.
A lot of my friends will like listen to like Taylor Swift or like classical music when doing their homework, but I'm like, I listen to really angry rap or like hype music.
You
I
have
need to be like,
you. Yeah,
you know,
I have to be in the zone. If I actually Taylor Swift can get me in the zone, but I would
also
say classical music is. Actually, I never listen to classical music. I don't know when I listen to.
I also listen to Hindi music a lot, mostly because I don't really. Okay, it's gonna sound really bad, but like, I'm American born, so like technically my first language is Gujarati, but I primarily speak English. So I don't necessarily like actively comprehend what the song is saying. Like I can, but I don't do it actively. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So like then that becomes a really good way for me to like just study off of it.
Because it's hype, but you don't need to know what it's saying.
Exactly.
Like K-pop for most people.
Or sometimes it's not even hype. Sometimes it's really sad and all. I don't know. I work really well to sad music too.
Yeah. Sad and hype music, but they have the same sort of caliber.
Yeah, I can't do like mellow.
Yeah, sad, really loud and emotional sad music is basically hype music. It's true. They have the same passion. But now everything has wrapped. So what did we see? We get our Goodreads wrapped, chess.com wrapped, and then I got insulted for it in my Discord server. We should start a Discord server for this podcast.
No one would join.
That's true. Let us know in the comments if you think we should start a Discord server.
Wait, I can't. Oh, I found it.
But I got my chess.com wrapped and I played like 23 puzzles and then I got severely roasted for that, which I don't think I deserved because, you know, I prefer chess. I prefer chess on a table, on a board.
Whatever, Leah. Anyway.
You're so mean.
My year in books was really bad compared to last year. Last year I read 54 books. This year I read 20.
Wow, you fell off.
I did. I also fell off in music. Last year I listened to 30K minutes. This year 24K.
Yeah.
I just fell off in everything. You know what it is? It's because of the amount of time I spent talking to you. You cut into all of this.
Hey,
yeah.
How is that possible when I have way more Spotify rap minutes than you do? And I talk to you at the same time you talk to me.
I don't know. My shortest book was Between Shades of Grey, and my longest book was Iron Flame.
Between Shades of Grey?
Yeah, it's really good. You should read it. It's by Ruta Septes. And then most shelved, Fourth Wing. Oh my god, almost 2 million people shelved this book.
That's a lot.
That is insane.
Wait, where's my 2022 year in books?
And then my average, you mean 2023? It's 2023.
No, because I had a 2022.
My average rating was 4. I think I'm a pretty generous rater. Like,
seriously?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't rate books if I didn't like them that much.
I rate them. Yeah, I did. One book I did not like this year that I read, Caraval. Yeah, I thought it was okay. Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't like terrible. It was really slow, but I did like her Once Upon a Broken Heart series.
I read 11 books.
It's okay, Leah. I'm proud of you.
Let's see. My shortest book was Persepolis. Longest book was A Promised Land. Most shelved, To Kill a Mockingbird. Least shelved is Love the Answer by Uta Isaki. That was really good. Highly recommend. Highest rated was Born a Crime. First review was Our Chemical Hearts. Here's what I wrote. I tried, I really did, but I just couldn't finish this book.
What did you give it?
I gave it 3 stars.
Even though you couldn't finish it?
Yeah.
I'd give it 0.
I've never given 2 stars.
I gave 2 stars to a book.
Oh.
I don't.
My last review of the year, I wrote a really good review for Sea of Tranquility. That was a great book. I think I copied this for my English assignment.
What other raps did you get? I feel like that's it.
I don't want to talk about my Reddit Wrapped or my chest Wrapped.
Did you know they were gonna do an Instagram Wrapped and then they like got rid of it?
No, I don't like that.
Like it was, I don't know. They're also gonna start doing profile views, which is like,
That's a false rumor.
is it?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
I do know that, okay, Instagram is like really bad because it becomes my source of news, and then after I see it on Instagram, then I'll go research it. Like that's really bad.
I don't know if this is much worse.
What do you do? Is
My-
yours Twitter?
Yeah, it's Twitter. If I see something going on, like something just happened in Congress, this person tripped this person, some kind of drama, I go to New York Times after. What I do is I open Twitter and I open New York Times. I go to Twitter first, then I go to New York Times.
Which, okay, through, so I also watch a lot of Bollywood. So like through Instagram, I like this movie Animal came out, and it's such a bad movie. It's like toxic masculinity to the max. It's like, it's really bad. And people like it.
Yeah.
Like some people are defending it, and I'm like, bro, no. Basically, the guy's like a psychopath. He like loves violence. And
Rumor debunked.
oh, Instagram isn't a feature. Oh, sorry. Anyway, sorry, I was lying. But anyway, back to this Bollywood thing. He basically is like a psychopath, and he goes on like rage killings. Okay, and you know what? That's fine. Morally gray, whatever. Whatever.
Murder isn't the problem.
I draw the limit at hitting your wife. Okay, because that's,
You know, that is worse though.
and then he
Because
cheated on her too, and he justified it.
I think for fiction, here's my take. I think for fiction, you know murder is wrong. I hope you know murder is wrong.
I pray you know murder is wrong.
And movies and books make it very clear when someone murders someone, this is wrong. You know, or if it's like it's an assassination or whatever, it's fiction. But if you're sort of showing misogynistic values, that line is not so clear because it's so ingrained in society that you can't always tell if they're being serious or they're trying to show a bad character.
Yeah, I don't know. And then like the director or whatever, the director producer, he like had an interview and he like basically defended it. He's like, it's not really love if you can't hit each other and yell at each other.
That's crazy.
Like, excuse me, how are people like this still alive? And then I don't get it. I literally don't get it.
Yeah.
And then another source of news, by the way, did you know I found out about the whole George Santos thing through Instagram? And you.
I thought I was the first one to tell you about
You
it.
told me about it, and then on Instagram I
You
saw
went
it.
down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
George Santos. So he's no longer a
That
congressman.
was really funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, here's the thing, like the whole story is funny, but now he's making, I don't know if he's making money, but I think he's making money off of the cameos and the documentaries and the interviews. Everyone wants to know, like, gets the scoop on the story. But ultimately, he tricked voters and he was a complete sham as a congressman. And
Is that fraud? Like, can you go to jail for that?
Yeah, I think, isn't he going to jail? He should go to jail. He used campaign funds to buy OnlyFans. And like all of these luxury brands, at the end of the day, it's funny, but it's not that funny.
I feel like it demonstrates a lot about what society has become. You know, like
It's crazy.
Literally, we believe everything that is given to
But I
us.
think politics has been like this for a while.
Yeah.
It's just how inflamed it gets.
I was reading this article, and it was basically like politics has become very like polarized.
Yeah,
Like you're either
polarization.
you're either like right, like it's no in between. When in reality, you need like you can't go like right or left. Like you have to be in between. There is no
Like politics is not as complicated as Republican and Democrat.
Yeah.
Like two parties don't exist. It's proven that there's multiple political perspective. It's just in the US and in a lot of countries, polarization has gotten a lot worse and people are increasingly aggressive with their political opinions. And I think this
I
is
feel
something
like you need to be able to. I understand that you might like think that someone's opinion is wrong, and maybe it is morally wrong, but you have to try to understand their perspective, and you can't get to the point where like you're causing insurrections.
Let's not get that political.
Sorry, my bad.
But I do want to talk about one more political thing.
Oh my god.
Okay. Have you heard of the flight of liberal women?
No.
Okay, so you know it's more likely for a women to be Democrats, although it's pretty even.
Okay.
a lot of like polls show that people in one political party are less likely to marry or get in a relationship with someone from the other. And I think that has to do with just how extreme the opinions on both sides have gotten, where it's such a before maybe it's like you could date a Democrat and Republican could be in a relationship and it would be okay. Now how integral identity politics has gotten to the parties, it's really difficult. Like if I'm a liberal woman and I want to marry someone who's like against abortion, then if that's one of my core values, that's such an integral thing to my personal values that I don't think I could be in a relationship with someone.
Well, that also like goes back to the entire relationship thing, because like that, honestly, looking at it, abortion could potentially be part of a relationship, and if
Yeah.
you go into it like with your belief and like his or her belief, like that, it's just not going to work.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
not gonna
part
work.
of the relationship.
Exactly,
If that makes
yeah.
sense. I've also seen that Gen Z is very much like in. Well, okay, so I read this article which was like Gen Z, this same article that was about the polarization, that Gen Z is like more into like politics and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've seen tons of like our own friends being like, I don't know anything that's going on. And I'm like,
I think overall though, you know, Gen Z includes young adults now
True,
also.
true.
And I think maybe past high school, you know, when you're in
Yeah.
college and when you're a young adult as a Gen Z, you feel more involved.
I feel like it is in some people are like, oh, you shouldn't get involved in politics at such a young age. But I feel like it is, the more you
It's
know
important.
about like what's going on around you, the more like when you get to the voting age, you'll be able to make a decision for your country.
If you vote, you should at least know
Yeah.
you should at least know the things that you care about most. You don't have to know everything that's going on, but if you really care about one specific issue, you should know who's supporting that and what's going on.
Because honestly, that you are making like your vote does matter. And I don't know, like, oh, this so like one vote isn't gonna make a difference, but it could.
Crap. This turned into a politics podcast and we don't have we're at 29 minutes and 10 seconds, so let's do an outro.
Okay, what's our outro?
Okay.
Bye guys.
Thank you. Let's not stop it right. We can go until the end.
You're just gonna keep talking until it hits 30.
Thank you for listening, and we'll try not to get so political on the next one. There are a bunch of things we didn't get to talk about, so we'll bring you the next episode soon. Bye.
Toodles.